What's up, guys? MrVerry, aka Adronus here, and today I am bringing you part 2 of the Vicious Vats, as was promised to be released, I know, quite a while ago, but it's being released now, so hope you guys are happy. Um, so, Ildil and I are back hunting here. This was actually the second part of the first hunt, same hunt, just later on, and we're doing pretty good on loot so far. We looted an Amulet of Loss, which is worth between 40 to 50k. We looted Steel Boots, which is 30k, among many other things. So we were overall pretty happy with this hunt. And you can see I'm decked out in my full gill set. So once again, to prevent earth damage. And I'm wearing my garlic necklace because the blightwalkers and maybe a few other creatures have some pretty nasty life drain attacks. So that wall made it so that pretty much anything that wanted to come toward us had to walk all the way around it. That was a pretty good wall thrown out by Dill. And you're going to see me switch to my Wand of Defiance, so I deal energy damage to the plaguesmith. And I throw up a wall so that, he can't get to me immediately. And it allows for me to kind of put him where I want him. And he's getting the low health, so to prevent him from running, we kind of corner him. So in my last Pokemon video that I just released, I was talking about how I've been having computer problems and how it's been making it impossible for me to play Tibia. And that really sucks because I've been wanting to do videos so bad, and even if I couldn't do videos, I've been wanting to just play, and I haven't been able to do that. And I was intending on releasing some Paladin videos, and unfortunately, that's not gonna happen and immediately unless I get these computer problems worked out. And what's been going on, if you didn't see the last video, I'll explain, is Tibia will freeze within 5 minutes of it being on. I mean, sometimes sooner, sometimes quicker, sometimes longer, but around 5 minutes. And it runs perfectly fine before that, like it usually does. I mean, you can see how my computer runs in my gameplays. There's not really much lag, and it's doable. It's easy to play. But as of late, that has not been the case. And my computer has been making sounds like it's revving, and I've tried everything I know to do, which is pretty much I have done scans on my virus scans and nothing turned up. On McAfee and Avast, nothing came up, so I don't think it's a virus. I deleted a bunch of old programs. I defragged the computer. I cleaned out my registry. I have been doing everything I can to try to enhance the performance of my computer. And it just seems to be impossible. It's becoming really, really difficult, and that really sucks. Because like I said, I've been wanting to put out my first Paladin videos, and I've been really wanting to produce more in the Life of Adronus series as well. And I just haven't been able to. Like I said, I haven't even been able to play, and it's been driving me nuts. Um, so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So right there, I just lured 2 plaguesmiths on us, and so we're going to spam some walls so as to avoid having them all bunched up, and a Defiler, because I wanted to finish off that blightwalker, which I did. So we're going to crush this plaguesmith real quick, and then move on to I think he's targeting the Defiler. Yes, he is, but I think I go ahead and, okay, I retarget the Defiler, which means I have to swap out to my Wand of Everblazing. And I believe I'm going to target this Defiler as well. Sorcerers are really good at killing Defilers because they have 125% weakness to fire. So we just crush them. And I get retargeted here, which was a little rough. And I keep targeting the Defiler. IUE just because I have some extra mana and feel like dealing damage to both of them. Why not? And I switch back to my Wand of Defiance to deal maximum damage to the Plaguesmith. Drop an SD. And time to loot. So, a Warhammer. Not bad. And there's a rusty armor. So we'll see what that turns into. But first we've got to deal with a blightwalker before we can even go loot the other blightwalker or the other things we killed. So we set up a nice E-wall perimeter in order to not allow him to get close to us. And like I said in my last Vicious Vats video, explosions are the most effective against blightwalkers as far as damage. And my strong energy strike is also quite effective, but explosions are also very effective. And that wasn't a terrible drop. 5 platinum coins and 2 great mana pots. I don't mind that. I mean, at least I get to pot up a bit. Keeps us hunting here longer. So we get a brass armor off that rusty armor, which is kind of a downer. And another plague has spawned. But I am eager to loot the blightwalker, so I end up running north and luring 2 blightwalkers on us. So I throw an energy wall to try to prevent one of them from getting to us. And one of them gets through, and the current plaguesmith we are fighting, of course. So with the plaguesmith down, we switch over to the blightwalker. And I'm going to start using my explosions to deal max damage to him, along with my great energy strike. And that was a absolutely terrible energy wave. The blightwalker retargeted, so I didn't really get a chance to let it off. I was assuming he was going to continue coming for me and I would get it in, but no such luck. So, the bunch of cursed wheat or whatever is 800 gold, and we got a hailstorm rod out of that one, so that's another 3k. And I am just eager to loot that blightwalker. And you could see he was right at the top of my screen there. And we're going to deal with the son of Verminor first because they are regular pains in the ass and they do not give a shit about walls. They will walk right through them like it's nothing. Also, they drop no loot, which is another fun fact about them. So we have about have it down. Almost. and then another blightwalker to take out. And blightwalkers are really what you want to go for while you're hunting here, in my opinion, because blightwalkers have the best loot rates here. I mean, they drop the AOLs, they drop hailstorm rods like crazy, skull staffs, they drop a lot of different things, and they aren't that difficult. And once you learn the explosion tactic as a mage, you start to be able to deal significantly more damage. See, there's 2 hailstorm rods in a row. So we switch to the Defiler and bring him down with fire real quick. And Ill Dill and I are just chatting, making sure we're on the same page with things. Now that is why I don't do live comms when I'm hunting with someone. The main reason for that is because I'm too focused on communicating with them to be doing a commentary at the same time. It just wouldn't fit. So we looted a giant shimmering pearl off that last Blightwalker too, which is another 3k. Like I was saying, Blightwalkers are really nice on loot. Since the update on them from Sipsoft, it's been phenomenal. It's been awesome. And I get a plague on me. Or he gets the plague on him. Sorry. So he throws up an E-wall so we can start running him around. I use Exori Grandvis. And right now I'm just using basic energy attacks, and then I start SDing once he starts to run. And we're going to head a little more to the east. I believe that's a Blightwalker. Yes, it is. There's 2, actually. So I'm going to E-wall him out and just pull this one. And I've already used Electrify, Utori Vis on him. And the reason I do that is so that if they do run, they're still taking continuous energy damage. And I also, while we're fighting it, he's taking continuous energy damage. And I finish him off with an explosion. 800 gold there, so 1.1k off that one. That, not so great on the loot, but could have been a lot worse. And I was a little scared here. I was targeted by a Defiler, a, a plaguesmith, and a Blightwalker, so that was a little nerve-wracking, but we switched to the Defiler as we know we can take him out the quickest, bring the Defiler down, and then back onto the Plague. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. I may be repeating certain things, but that's bound to happen. It was a while ago that I did the commentary for the first part. So what I was going to say is, the fact of the matter is, it's really nice to have a paladin here, because everything here is weak to holy. And that comes in handy. You know, that really does come in handy. And as far as him using Exori San or Mass San, I also like the fact that most things here are either weak or to physical or have a fairly low defense, because he's able to do really decent damage to these creatures while we are killing them. And that just speeds up the process and makes more loot for the both of us. Little more experience for him, but hey, I don't mind. Uh, I can share. Ooh, another fail energy wave because the blightwalker switches. That's no good. And he just dropped the death ring, nothing too special. We throw up a preemptive E-wave, um, expecting some offense, and of course there's a blightwalker. That may have been the same one that we ran away from earlier. And I do my typical electrify and start destroying them with explosions in between my wand. And there, I finally get a nice E-wave, which deals a significant amount of damage. And since he's about to run, I don't run from him. I stay close to him, as I know I'm going to be pursuing him shortly. And a Defiler's coming up. And, you know, I just am refusing to heal properly. So, typical Defiler, like I said, fire, 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 brings him down easy. And another Blightwalker. Throwing up an energy wall to prevent him from getting super close to Dylan, but he did end up catching up to him, unfortunately. And dropping some energy strikes. And of course my explosions to deal the real damage. And the Blightwalker is on the run, so we took him out before he could make it too far. And that was a pretty poor one on loot, but you'll have that. Not every single Blightwalker is going to drop, you know, an Amulet of Loss, a Hailstorm Rod, a Skull Staff. That's not going to happen. You know, it's just not in the cards based on the loot statistics. And the plague's running, so we catch up to him and take him out quick. Nothing of value. I probably ran up to it because, like I said in my previous video, whenever I see steel, I just want to run right up to it. And there's 3 Blightwalkers coming up, so I set an E-wall to prevent all of them from getting up close and personal with us. And we have one directly next to... Ooh, Dill took some mean hits there. So we made it so the other one couldn't get to us, but then the one E-wall falls through. So we run across these, and we are going to continue to focus on the Blightwalker in red and try to pick him off as fast as possible, as well as not allow him to run. And I believe Dill takes him out. Yes, he does. And we revert back to the other Blightwalker. I set up a wall to protect Dylan and I, and we focus on the Blightwalker as the Blightwalker is more of a threat than the plague is. So yeah, if I can't get my computer fixed, guys, I'm not going to be able to play Tibia, and I'm not going to be able to record and make videos for you guys. And that really depresses me because I was I kind of just hit a very creative uh, place in myself and was so excited to be able to make videos. And I had ideas for Paladin videos, I had ideas for more the Life of Adronus videos, and I still do, and I just want to create them, and I'm not able to at the moment. So any help you guys can offer is greatly appreciated. As you could see, I looted night legs off the plaguesmith and a terramantle off the blightwalker. And in doing so, got 2 plagues, a blightwalker, and a defiler on us. So I'm going to set up walls, and Dill sets up a wall at a perfect time, about the same time I did, to prevent the blightwalker from getting close to us. And the Defiler is in the north. I didn't mean to drag that plague on Dill or block him up, but I kind of did that. And we're focusing on the plague at the moment. I believe the other plague has been dealt with. And on to the Defiler. Ooh, and a son of Verminor runs out of nowhere. Yeah, this is a little more chaotic than the first part of the video because we're a little bit deeper in, and we're not necessarily setting up base camp anywhere and then going, oh, we're gonna go kill this spawn. We're just going deeper and deeper as we can, you know, as the spawns allow us to basically, our idea was to try to stick around the Blightwalker spot, which is over to the east. And that would be wonderful if there weren't so goddamn many. And 3 actually poses a legitimate threat to me. And it could also pose a legitimate threat to Dill. That's too much paralyze and damage going on all at the same time. And we just broke 100 platinum coins, and there's the lovely Blightwalker that we shunned due to the mass amount of creatures we were having to deal with. So, as is standard, I'm going to go ahead and use my explosions and alternate between that and Grand Vis. Yes, and another successful Vis her, and we bring him down. Crushed him fast at the end there, that was nice. And we're heading back to the Blightwalker area. I'm potting up so that, you know, things go smoothly. And a son of Verminor runs out, unfortunately. Not what we're looking for. And I try to drag him through the wall. It doesn't seem like it would do a lot of damage, but that extra damage for every step he takes is helpful. So, back to the spawn of Blightwalkers we were eagerly trying to camp. And I'm going to set up an E-wall here and kind of make this our little territory. Another thing I like about using explosions is I don't have to be within range. I can just shoot it at him. I don't have, whereas when I'm using my Grand Vis, I have to be within range of him. And I accidentally used a thunderstorm there instead of a explosion. And he's gonna start running. I let off a Oh my god, this was crazy. I thought we were dead. Look at that shit. Ho ho. Okay, so the blightwalker that was on us must have died from my electrify. Wow, that was ridiculous. Um just trying to chase a single blightwalker down and you get 6 other things on you. Oh, you gotta love the vats. So we bring down the Defiler. Um and we are going to go try to assess the massive amount of creatures that are now over there. And we go ahead and pull him through our E-wall barrier so that he can walk around the walls and uh, we can run him around the walls. The E-wall barrier is there to protect us in the case that, you know, we lure too many creatures on us, which is what we did, which is why we had that. And I'm gonna vis her, and I nail him and take him out. Now focusing on the plaguesmith. And bundle. So that's about 900 gold, not bad, plus the soul orb. So here comes the party, and I go ahead and electrify because... And then I figure out that the Sons of Verminor will not run through fire. And actually, I believe I just tell him to dip. Because 3 Sons of Verminor is rough, and I would much rather be fighting things that actually drop loot, not wasting supplies on the Sons of Verminor, which deal decent damage, have a decent amount of health, have resistances, and, you know, it's can walk through energy walls, which are the walls that we use predominantly here. I mean, firewalls need to be used for certain creatures, such as a Defiler or apparently the Sons of Verminor. But demonic essence, nice. So there was about... Defilers are pretty typical to drop a decent amount too. So gotta love them. And I was running pretty low on potions. I think I have... So he provides me with 100 strong mana potions. Well, there's 4 there, but... Not 100, sorry. I think he gave me 80 something. I can't really tell, my screen's too small. But he gave me enough to make the hunt last a little longer. And that's probably another reason I didn't want to use up so many supplies on those Sons of Verminor, just the fact that we were running low on supplies. And... So, crushing the plaguesmith. Nothing new here. And what's nice is when he was running from another pair of night legs, very nice. When he was running from me, he was running toward the wall. And when creatures run toward the wall, they will not run through it. It will trap them. Why he ran towards me is because he switched from me to Dill and then ran away from Dill and towards me. It's all about positioning as far as making creatures run away to where you want them to run away. And that's very helpful. Once you get that down, it saves you the trouble of having to chase them down a lot of the time. And you can see how much trouble you can get into trying to chase them down. See how much trouble I got into. And there's a plague and... no, just a plague for now. I set up another E-wall and so does Dill. And we crush that plaguesmith fairly quickly. And onward we go. And of course we're gonna run into a son of Verminor. Why wouldn't we? So I Visher him to deal some decent damage and try to take him out as fast as possible. I also start testing my explosions on it. Yeah, you can see how much damage they deal. Just looking at Dill getting down to yellow health just from one son of Verminor, I mean, that's crazy. That really is crazy. And there's 18 minutes left on this video, so... and I know we're not hunting for the next 18 minutes. So we shall see. Yeah, we crush Defilers. I love it. Dill and I actually hunted in the Arcanum too, which was really fun. I would love to do the Arcanum series for my YouTube channel as well. That would be great. I actually have some footage of the Arcanum already on my computer, but due to some guildmates who will not be named being a little sloppy and making some silly mistakes, they don't want it posted. And since I respect my guild, I will not post that video. If I post anything, it would just be Dill and I hunting in the Arcanum. And I might do that. Just so, if I can't figure out a way to get Tibia to actually function properly, I'm gonna have to resort to using the footage I already have to create videos, and that's one of those that I would definitely make a video of. Not any of the guildmates who don't want to be included. You will not be included in that video. But Dylan and I will. I have no problem releasing us hunting in there. So the plague, I get a nice E-wave on him, and he's pursuing me down. He's about to run, but we kill him before he gets the chance. And back to the Wand of Everblazing and fire to crush the Defiler with much ease. So we got just one plague on us. That's nice. Much better. And he's running, but hopefully Dill picks him off. And I target Dylan accidentally. And a rusty armor, which, let's see. No, brass armor, of course. Why would it be something nice? Dill throws up a preemptive E-wall in the case that we get bombarded. And as of right now, I believe we have a plaguesmith, and I don't know if that blightwalker is pursuing or not. Doesn't look like he made it this far, but I know he's right to the east. So after we finish off this plaguesmith, I'm going to go ahead and say we're probably going to go grab that blightwalker and take care of him. And I set up another E-wall, which is a goddamn good thing because there's two blightwalkers actually. I electrify him, as I always do, and we're currently targeting two different blightwalkers, and a son of Verminor comes out as well. So I believe I take this blightwalker over here, drop an E-wall, and begin to take him on my own. And the son of Verminor gets E-waved along with the blight. Nothing wrong with that. And we are focusing our efforts on the blightwalker at the moment. Trying to take him out as quickly as possible. The son of Verminor has pretty much healed through all and the blightwalker is so close to death. One more explosion will do it. But that could have gotten rough. And the blightwalker dies. But many creatures still are pursuing. The plague comes through, and he gets the plague to switch to me while we focus on the son of Verminor. It's a good move to take those guys out quickly as they do heal. And back on the plague. And I believe we're gonna take out a couple more blightwalkers, and that should be about it. And a Defiler wanders on down. He must have just spawned. Yep, actually Defilers do avoid energy. Very nice. I wasn't sure if they did or not, but yes they do. As you can see that by the Defiler sidestepping around the E-walls. Just fine by me. And there's the two blights. One has recovered quite a bit, and we're going to focus on bringing him back down. So I drop an E-wave to hit both of them, and then run after the one that need to take some damage. So now our efforts are focused on this blightwalker. God, explosions are so effective on them. And looks like we've got a bit of loot to look through. Bundle of straw, great mana potion, a demonic essence, and that's it for that one. And this one had several assassin stars. And some great mana pots. So I believe this is where we say, alright, it's time to call it a quits, let's go. No? Well, I guess not. Soon enough. So yeah, anyone who can help me fix my computer problems and wants to talk to me about it, definitely leave a comment on this video or any of my other videos and let me know. If you do help me fix my computer problem, you will get a special thanks in my upcoming Tibia videos, as well as if you are a citizen of Rubera, I will feature you in a video. So, I think that's a pretty fair offer. So if you want to help me, I will help you. Also, if you are a citizen of Rubera, if you do not want to be featured in a video or would prefer a 50k reward, that can also be offered to you with a successful successful method for fixing my computer. Screw it. I'll make it 100k. I would give you 100k. So yeah, leave those comments, guys. And if your comment seems good and it seems like you're someone who has the expertise to help me, I'll give you some more of my information and we'll be able to talk in different places, perhaps even Facebook. Actually, I met Dylan through Facebook. He watched some of my Tibia videos and put two and two together and found me on Facebook, so. But Dylan is a very good buddy of mine. I appreciate him so much. He threw me like 1.5 mil the other day just to be nice, and he knew that I'd been having some rough stuff going on, so that really, kind of boosted the spirits. But yeah, once again, I really hope that someone is able to help me with my computer problem, and that it's not something that I'm gonna have to spend money on to fix, because You know, my birthday is coming up June 22nd, and all I want for my birthday is a working fucking computer. And it could be this one, I don't even care. I just want a working computer so that I can do what I'm passionate about. And do you know what I'm passionate about? I am passionate about making videos. And we just looted a skull staff on another note. But I am passionate about making videos, particularly Tibia videos. Lately, I've gone on to do some other videos, like Tibia videos, or not Tibia, sorry, Pokemon videos, and I intend on doing a lot of different games, guys. I really want to do a wider variety. I want to do a lot more of the Binding of Isaac, but I have a problem with that game too. For some reason, whenever I use my recording software, and I've got both of them up, the Binding of Isaac and my recording software, it seems that the Binding of Isaac slows significantly. The gameplay is okay, but it's at such a smaller rate, and that really sucks. It really does, because it slows down how fast I can beat the game, and people were accusing me of using a program to slow the speed, and I wasn't. It was just, for some reason, when I run both my recording software and the Binding of Isaac at the same time, it slows it significantly when I record. If you guys have any idea how to fix that too, or, you know, even a shot in the dark, if I haven't tried it, I'll try it, and if it works, you will be rewarded. I promise you that. But on my last Tibia video, there was quite a lot of comments in a very short time, and that is awesome, guys. That is the type of support that I love to see, and I love getting feedback from you guys. So keep it up, please. I enjoy it more than you know, and it only makes me want to do this even more. And I already told you how passionate about it I am already, so I want to get to the point where I'm putting out like 3 different games and 3 different videos a day. That would be ideal, and that would be like just awesome. And I've been wanting to do that lately, and I haven't been able to because because of, like I said, my computer problems. So here we are done with our hunt and are about to head out. And this is where Dylan dies. I don't know if I still have it in this section, but Dylan unfortunately meets his demise here. So, but I don't think I have it on cam here. I think I may have clipped it, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment, like, all feedback is really appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoy my videos. If not, then don't worry about it. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Oh, here's where Dylan dies. Say bye, Dylan. The Hellfire Fighters are raping you. Alright. Bye, guys.